Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are live for Noakes versus Ceglia. The ring walks have just picked up. Delighted to be joined by Mr. J's Fight Talk. How's things, Jay?
Yeah, good. Excited for main event. It was decent.
Mate, yes, Sam Noakes is a good fighter, very exciting. We've got somebody in here, MC Gamer on, see the first combat. Hello, what time does the event start? Well, the main event is starting right now. It's Ceglia on his way to the ring, from what I can see.
Yeah, he's ready.
Quick prediction, Jay?
Noakes, stoppage, round 5.
Yeah, I've got Noakes a little bit later than that. Ceglia, I think, he's only been stopped once himself, to be fair, but not much power threat from himself, to be fair. Evening, Jabs. How are you, mate? Last fight was a cracker.
Yeah, we're a bit disappointed in Abdullah losing his gas about round 6, backing off. I also felt a bit sorry for Stuart. I think he was sort of not forced to go out for the last 3, but you could see he was disconsolate and he didn't have out left. And I'm happy he got the points, lost on points for his record and his confidence, but I didn't like the look of him going out to them last 3 rounds at all. Noakes on his way in now.
Yeah. Jabs have got Noakes in 7. Yeah, I'm round about 7 or 8, I think, Jabs. So I'm on your kind of, I think Ceglia is going to be tough enough, but, once Noakes 14-0, 13 wins by KO. Yeah, Jabbit said J too tough for his own good, bit of a beat down last few rounds. Yeah, I think. Sorry, mate. Carry on about the last fight first.
No, I would just. It was really pretty much what Jabbit Boxing said. I don't even think it was too tough for his own good. It looked like he sort of got made to go out in the last couple of rounds. They were asking him if he were all right, and it was blatantly obviously wasn't. But he's never going to say that. And I think they had a sort of duty of care to pull him out because he took some heavy shots towards the end of that 12th round. Some really, really sort of heavy shots that he couldn't do anything other than sort of fall forward, and he was sort of, actually coming onto him as well, and he's dehydrated and he's sweating and he's tired, and I just didn't like the look of it. But that's boxing. That's why I'm not going to pretend that I've not seen a lot worse than that. It's just but it was a good fight still.
Your call always turns out good fights, doesn't it? We'll have a look out for Liam Tully as well. He reckons he's behind the blue corner.
Blue corner, yeah. I haven't seen him yet, but
no, we'll try and keep an eye out for Liam Tully on the ground in your call. Obviously, shout out Liam. Yeah, most people, no one's really picking against Noakes here, Jay. It should be a routine first defense of his EBU Lightweight Championship that he won off Yvonne Mendy, who everyone knows about. Obviously been in with Luke Campbell and many other. Never been stopped, I don't think. And he was the one who took Noakes' KO streak from him in his last fight. But, Sam Noakes, it looks like he's on a collision course with Mark Chamberlain. I don't know. I think Francis Warren's been talking that up this week.
It's been touted for back end of year, early next year. I think that fight's possibly being negotiated the way that Francis and
yeah, I hope so. I think that's a cracking fight. But then again, Chamberlain's Turkey likes Chamberlain, doesn't he? So I don't know. Evening, Dan. How are we, mate? Like the idea of live watch alongs? Yeah, appreciate that, mate. We'll give our I was going to say non-expert opinion, but I couldn't think of the word. Irrelevant opinion, should I say? on the fights. Oh, Liam Tully is here, live from the York Hall. Big up, Liam Tully. Yeah, we'll try and find him behind the blue corner. He'd have been with us tonight, but he's actually probably sat about 10 feet away from what we're all watching here. Yeah. Big up, Mr. Håkan Johansson. Thanks for joining us, Håkan. Hope you're well, mate. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the fight.
Yeah, Liam's there in attendance, paying £8.80 a pint, but
yeah. Liam could get a month on his own for the price of a pint in the York Hall tonight.
Here we go. I think we're.
I do like Sam Noakes. I think he's a real talent. I think he can go all the way for sure.
I think he can go up a couple of weight divisions as well. He's got a solid frame.
He's a big 135, isn't he, Sam Noakes?
Yeah, he's very big.
He doesn't look 9 stone 8 pounds, does he? Put it that way.
No, not at all. It looks like.
Yeah, let us know your predictions, guys, in the comments. We've got 13 of you with us at the minute, which is great. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. Me and Jay think that Noakes is going to get it done. I know Hawkan, I spoke to you earlier. You were saying around about round five for Noakes, same as Jay. I'm more with Jabbit boxing.
I think we're off.
How's it going? Absolute boxing. Big up, Jack. Thanks for tuning in, mate. We've got Dan's got Noakes in 4. Yeah, so a lot of people predicting a quick night's work here for Sam.
I'm hoping Noakes is not thinking that, because the last thing he needs is taking his eye off the ball.
There's Hawkan. Hawkan's got Noakes in 5, Jay. Same as you.
On that, the running theme there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of people picking Dan's had 4, Noakes in 4. So yeah, let's see. Underway. At your call.
Try some other Noakes' work. He's sort of coming marauding forward. Got caught to the body there.
Absolute box. I'm so tired, lads. Had to stay up for this bomb here. Yes, I know, mate. Big up, Jack. Thanks for tuning in. I'm knackered myself.
Come straight in from work.
Thanks for joining us, mate. Appreciate it. Good evening, lads. Enjoying the watch along. No early stoppage. Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Yes, let's have a little look then. God, Noakes he's incredibly powerful.
That jab's solid, but he's gone straight for the body. Most of his attacks are to the body. He's finding his range in with his jabs, and then as you see there, he's unloading with sort of left and right ups to the body. So I think that they've possibly worked on.
Ceglia has expanded a lot of energy. He's twitching everywhere. I don't know if you noticed early on.
I don't like the look of him, to be fair.
And no, I don't know if he's freezing a bit. Noakes really working the body early as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look the fighter I've seen previously. I've not seen much of him. I've seen 3 or 4 of his fights, but it doesn't look comfortable at all. He's just sort of bundling himself forward, trying to smother.
Yeah.
But Noakes is too clever for that. He's taking a sort of a half step back, finding space, and then unloading. I don't like Noakes keeps pushing him down on the sort of the top of his shoulders, but Ceglia is ducking low. I'm just worried.
Yeah, a bit of a feeling out first round, isn't it, so far?
Yeah, I'm worried about Noakes getting caught, though. He keeps pushing down and then backing out with his chin straight up. If Ceglia catches on and comes up with an uppercut, he'll catch him straight under his jaw.
Yeah, I think I hope Noakes isn't too concerned about a lack of power, because this guy Ceglia has only got 4 KOs in sort of 21 wins.
He's been very careful.
That's what I mean. Look at Josh Warrington. Carl Frampton went in with him and said, I just had a complete lack of respect for his power, and he's one of the hardest punchers.
And I had Frampton splattering Josh Warrington.
Yeah, I thought Frampton would beat. I think everyone did.
Yeah, certainly not get wobbled by, we all thought was a feather-fisted featherweight, and Frampton never recovered. He lost his world title right there.
Yeah.
Ceglia's backing off now. Noakes has just caught
him. I think he's felt a bit of Noakes' power, hasn't he, over the last few exchanges.
So he's breathing out of his mouth already. Not a good round for Ceglia. It's a 10-9 for Noakes. I don't think we could have given that to anybody else.
Nah. Oh, yeah. There's some decent exchanges at the end of the round for Noakes. I think he caught his attention a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
What do we think? Jack's asked of Stephen Cairns. Yeah, another good Irish boxer, isn't he, Jack? Another good undefeated guy. I think he won the points decision, didn't he? Earlier on, there's some real talent coming out of that neck of the woods. I think.
I think he's under Dave Caldwell. Is Cairns not with Dave Caldwell? Am I?
I'm trying to think.
I think he is.
What's the guy who's fighting soon as well? He's brilliant. The Irish guy who Dana White backs. Callum Walsh. No, Callum Walsh is called. He's really solid. He looks great.
The blonde-haired kid.
Yeah. He's backed by Dana, isn't he?
He loves him, don't he?
He is with Dave Caldwell. Dan said to you, mate. Yeah.
I thought he was.
So yeah, first round for Sam Noakes. Then stung him a couple of times towards the end of the round. Yeah, he's from Cork, Jack. Yeah, not too far from you, then, mate. No, happy days. Let us know how you're scoring it, guys. If the fight does go deep, obviously, if we get a KO quite quickly, then not too much point in getting scores in. But if we get into rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is, let us know. Yeah, Callum Wolf's fighting on the 20th. I knew he was fighting soon, Jack. I couldn't quite put my finger on when it was. It's at the 3 Arena, I think, in Dublin.
I'm just replying to Tundi Ajay. He's tweeted me back there. Sorry, X'd me back or whatever we've got to say.
Another right hand over the top for Noakes.
It's caught him a couple of times, and with Ceglia ducking down, it's catching him behind here. He needs to be careful.
Yeah.
They say
it doesn't look like he's got the reactions to cope with Noakes, to be honest.
If you look, his gum shield's dropping out as well. He's breathing heavy out. He does not like them body shots. I mean, why would you? But it's only early, and they seem to be.
Yeah, they're going to start really.
Body that Noakes I think he's going for the stoppage. Because he's throwing.
Yeah, definitely. David, thanks for joining us. David, got money on Noakes winning by stoppage. Is it headed to that direction? We're only in the second round, but yeah, I would say so. I would say Noakes is probably, from what we've seen so far.
Ceglia's not put up much of a fight at this stage, and that's no disrespect to him. He's not been allowed to.
No, Noakes really investing into the body as well. Early.
Yeah. Ceglia will be all right, though, because the amount of sponsors he's got on his shorts, he'll have made a few quid tonight, won't he?
Yeah.
I think his shorts are orange and red.
He's a walking advertising board, Ceglia.
I'm surprised he hasn't got it on his back, written on his back. He hasn't got none written
on
his
shorts. They do that in the Polish boxing, don't they? They just have the stickers on them.
You watch, we're talking to Clinton Woods the other week when he boxed Roy Jones. I think he got like some crazy amount of money, and they just literally came in with a marker pen and drew on his back. Some website.com. But a lot of the Eastern Europeans, Poles,
fans,
do it. On that subject, if anybody would like to sponsor any of our channels,
yeah. Shameless plug.
I'm always working, mate. I'm the forever.
Shot by Sam Noakes. Great left hook to the body. Yeah.
He's looking great. He's looking great.
Yeah, you got to remember this guy Ceglia. I mean, just looking at his record, obviously he's lost to Mendy. He's been in with some decent level. He's challenged for the European belt before. I don't know if he's been the European champion, has he? No, he's drew for it, and then he's European Union.
He's the fight Sam Noakes needs at this stage in his career.
Yeah, no, sorry, he is a former European champion. Yes, he's no mug. This guy,
the type of fight he needs, somebody that's just below the level that he's nearly ready for. But it's like a test, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with that, David. Yeah, he'd been stopped by Yigit. Yigit's best days were a long, long time ago. We've seen him in that World Boxing Super Series. I think Dennis Branchik beat him in that, and then he went on to lose to Josh Taylor. I wouldn't be too nervous about anything, David. Noakes is comfortable now, and he's seeping body shots in. And yeah, Dan's right there. Ceglia doesn't like them body shots. I think the body shot takes him out.
He's been getting it with him from round one. Noakes has definitely either seen something or they've worked on something for that reason, because he's throwing head to body, or body head. He's consistently throwing. He's looking for. There you go. Look again. One to the head, definitely. To the body. It's a combination of work. Some reason.
Thanks, Jack, for joining us. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's 2018 Noakes quite comfortably at the minute. Most definitely. Yeah, Dan's.
Same, buddy.
Dan's backed that up. Jack said they're doing a boxing festival next to Wembley before AJ Dubois. We've got my dad to meet and greet, to meet Hatton, Calzaghe, Chisora and Bell. Wow, mate, that'll be fantastic. Enjoy that, mate. Some superstars of the sport right there.
I've never been to one of them meet and greets. I've got more memorabilia than you can shake a stick at, and I don't like them. I like my meetings to be sort of organic. I'm a bit weird like that. I like them to be organic interactions. But listen, that sounds a great night. Don't listen to me.
He said, I'm betting on a guy to get stopped who still has an iron jaw. I hope not. Well, he's been stopped once, but let's be fair. I think Noakes is on a real upward trajectory, to be honest with you. I think Ivan Mendy, who fought last time, is one tough man. I think, definite. Big up, Jam. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're well, brother. David looks like body shot. Yeah, the body work's going to be the key. It's a bit like Selecki against Pacheco last week. Selecki had never been stopped before, and he'd been in with, Danny Jacobs and Demetrius Andre, but, being stopped, having a good chin isn't going to save you from a perfect left hook to the liver, as we saw last week. So, yeah, don't be surprised if Noakes gets him to a body shot here, because he really is working the body nicely. In the third round now, again, Noakes on top. Ceglia just doesn't have any power, so Noakes can probably throw things. And, I don't want him to be overly comfortable with what's coming back, but he's backing him up against the ropes and ripping the body.
Yeah, he's definitely not overcautious. He don't need to be. I think he's established that the power, is with himself. A bit of a dip of the knees there, Ceglia, with that right hook to the body. He's back now.
He can really punch, can't he, Sam Noakes?
He's, as I say, he looks a couple of weight divisions above Ceglia, and they're both fully hydrated. Look at his back.
Yeah, he's big guy. He doesn't look like a lightweight. He looks like a 147 to me. He honestly, he looks like a welterweight.
I think he could comfortably go up to 140 now. I'd like to see him.
What's he weighing? 9 stone 8 yesterday. I'd say he's rehydrated. I couldn't even tell you what he's rehydrated, but
he's 10 stone, 10 and a bit.
It looks like he ate Ceglia last night.
Yeah.
Mendy's incredibly durable. Noakes looks miles, but Dan definitely looks at weight class or two above Ceglia. Yeah, but Ceglia is tough. That left up to the body money, isn't it? It's there all night for Noakes. How many of them can Ceglia take, really? That's David, Sam Noakes versus Sugar Nunes. Yeah, sign me up to that. That's two bangers just having it out, isn't it? That Sugar Nunes won every fight by KO, 27 now, I think it is, after last weekend.
Yeah.
Sam Noakes obviously just the one by decision last time out. Yeah, that's an absolute banger. Like that, David, let's play some matchmaker. By the way, we will stay on for a little bit of live reaction after the fight too, and by all means throw some matchups in for Sam Noakes. I guess we've got 17 with us at the minute, so we appreciate that, guys. We'll be doing live watch-alongs, myself, Jay, and Liam. Obviously, our show No Punch is pulled every Tuesday or Wednesday at 7:30. We'll do that. We're doing watch-alongs for AJ Dubois, Canelo versus Plant cards. September 28th as well. It's now Johnny Fisher's out, isn't he? The Copper Boss is back in Sheffield now. So it'll be Terry Harper versus Rhiannon Dixon, isn't it?
Matchroom cannot catch a break at the minute.
Curse that card, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not meant to happen, I don't think.
Yeah, do you know what, David? You're right. BoxRec don't recognise that win. He beat Rachmanov, who obviously Joe Cordina beat to regain his belt at Super Feather. But I don't know why that's not on BoxRec, but that was arguably one of the fights of the year so far. Sugar Nunes versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. If you haven't watched it in Russia earlier this year, it was phenomenal.
What a crap.
Yeah, it really was. Noakes again on top here, early-ish in round 4. Ceglia's not offered a great lot, has he? But he's tough. He is tough.
But he's not unless he's got
he doesn't have the equalizer, does he? So it's not like
no.
He's not. He doesn't have to stay switched on.
Yeah, we're in round 4, and he's done nothing but take the centre, and just as I'm saying that, he backs off. But
I'm getting messages from Liam Tully, so he must be listening to live commentary from us while watching Sam Noakes batter Ceglia from inside the York Hall. So big up Liam Tully, thanks for that, mate. Says Ceglia can't keep Noakes off him. David said, how about Noakes versus Abdullah Mason? I mean,
what? He could do that tonight when he's finished here.
Yeah.
That's right. Abdullah Mason, there's something missing for me. I don't know whether he underestimated his opponent, but as of round 6, it was like someone had taken his power bar out and he spent the rest of the fight backing off. Yes, I know his opponent.
Mark Chamberlain's the fight. Mark Chamberlain versus Sam Noakes, both under Queensbury. That's the fight.
Ceglia's.
He's just sitting on the ropes now, Ceglia.
Yeah, he's not got.
He's got no footwork, or he's not he's a stationary target on the ropes for Noakes, and eventually he's just going to get worn down for me.
Yeah, he's very flat-footed, and he keeps looking for these 1-2 uppercuts, and now he's sort of dancing around like has he got some master plan, and Noakes just turned it up a notch and just clattered
Yeah.
There's a gap in sort of skill set.
In class, yeah, most definitely. Big up, Jabs. Thanks for staying with us, mate. You're saying I agree, Jay. Not many people don't agree with Jay's fight talk.
Cheers, mate.
Gathering himself quite the fan club.
I am.
Oh, huge right hand by Noakes. Great shot. Ceglia's tough, actually. Yeah, David, I'm not concerned.
Say again.
I'm not concerned about David's. He's got a bet on Ceglia to Noakes to knock him out. I'm not concerned, but obviously Noakes is 4-0 up here in easily. It's not even debatable whether it's Ceglia's won a round. He hasn't really won a minute of a round, to be honest with you, so far. But he hasn't been badly
exchange for me.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to see Noakes step on it a little bit. I think Jay's called this spot on. Can't see Ceglia making it out of the 5th. Yeah, I think I can't even remember what I said. I know I said with Jabs and I said 7. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this next round will be telling.
I'd prefer 6 or 7 because I am back to round 5, to be honest. So I'll be a little bit disappointed in myself.
yeah, I know, making the call. Yeah, but no, just back onto that, like Noakes and Chamberlain, like that would be an absolute war. I would love that fight.
Yeah,
it's one of them though. Like that, neither of them are massively young. I think Noakes is 27. I think Chamberlain's maybe 25, 26. So like they're not like kids. They're probably ready.
Lovely right hand underneath there.
Yeah, but I do believe that Mark Chamberlain's going to challenge Dennis Branchik for the WBO Lightweight Championship after Wembley, if he gets through the fight at Wembley against Padley. He's fighting at Wembley.
I'd rather them fight someone like Noakes first. It's a big jump that for me.
That's a huge jump. Dennis Branchik's just beat Navarrete.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a huge jump.
But good luck to the kid if he can dare to be great. Who am I to try and piss on his fire, so to speak? Go for it, man. You've got to take these chances when they're offered. I just think it's a little bit early for him. But
I'm just getting the feeling about. Yeah. Oh no, definitely. I'm just getting the feeling about Ceglia is that he's going to see 12 rounds as a moral victory here. David's after the stop it yet.
From the opening bell, aren't they?
Yeah, most definitely.
Not yet, David.
Unfortunately not. Ali Point BTV, thanks for joining us. Abdullah Mason's a bad stylistic matchup. Yeah, potentially. I think could well be.
Not on the performance we saw tonight, Ali, because if it goes past 6 rounds, it'll be done. He needs. I don't think he's good enough yet to be fighting the likes of Noakes. We'll see, because he's called out Isaac Chamberlain. What's his surname? Tyson Fury's cousin, Isaac Lowe. He's called out Isaac Lowe in Saudi.
Maybe Noakes versus Frank Martin. Yeah, do you know, I actually don't mind that matchup, to be honest with you, Noakes and Frank Martin. But
I don't think Noakes would get that fight. I don't think
Frank Martin would take that, because Noakes doesn't have a name and Frank Martin would be just full tank. So
be a good fight though. Be a very good fight.
Yeah, just more the same in the 5th then so far. It's like you're playing one round on repeat. Seglia's not offering anything really. Short hooks. Ceglia's happy to just be there, I think, at the minute. Beat Isaac Lowe, yeah, definitely. That Mark Chamberlain is the fight for me. Yeah, most definitely, man. Mark Chamberlain versus Noakes. That's a huge fight.
I agree. Just going back there, yeah, but I do believe he beats Isaac Lowe, Abdullah. Yeah, but Isaac Lowe pretty much gets beat by everyone these days.
It's an interesting one, Dan, the Mark Chamberlain fight. Definitely. I think it's a 50-50 right now, definitely. I could see how Mark Chamberlain wins, and I could see.
I think I'd back the draw, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shot to get my notes here. I think Ceglia is going to unravel at some point.
I think it's
a systematic stoppage, this one. I think he'll break him down towards,
He might stop it just on accumulation. He might not want to see him taking a load of shots.
Yeah, the corner could pull him. You're right. That's a possibility.
Here we go. His mouth's busted up inside, I think. Looks like he's ready, though.
Yeah, again, 5-0 to Sam Noakes. I'd like to see him try and step on it a little bit more here. I don't know if I'm being critical. He's
I know what you mean. Just put a little bit more into the
definitely. I agree with that. Saw Nick Ball take Isaac Lowe's soul at Wembley. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I think Lowe he'd been stopped like once or never before that fight or something. Then Nick Ball just absolutely.
Nick Ball, the one where he sort of whacked him and he turned his back on him.
He turned his back, didn't he? Yeah, and then Nick Ball just nailed him. You don't mess with Nick Ball. The wrecking ball by name and nature. Mark's boxing very clever. Make the shots count his grove. Yeah. No, sorry, Jabs has said, yeah, definitely he has. David, I wouldn't be too panicked yet. It's 5-0. He is putting his landing. It's not like
it'll get stopped. I think the ref will stop it on accumulation eventually because he's backing off. He's never forward step. Look,
Katie, it's on TNT Sports. If you're in the UK, I don't know if it would be showing in the United States. Round 6 now, entering the halfway point after this round. Not really too much to report, really, apart from Sam Noakes is nailing him to the body, working him really well. Ceglia's offered absolutely nothing so far, probably as expected, to be honest with you.
I didn't expect him to. I expected it to be a little bit more sort of toe-to-toe. I thought, I know I said a 5th round stoppage, but I thought we'd get 2 or 3 rounds of a scrap. It's like a sparring match. It's like a sparring session.
Sam Noakes is ripping that body.
Ceglia's working on his defence, not very well, not offering anything back.
No, nothing.
So Noakes versus Tank Davis is a good. I mean,
I don't think Tank could want to do that. Noakes would have to have a belt, I think, for Tank to entertain. Tank's going to fight.
It's not black boxing.
Good shots by Noakes. He's going to fight Valenzuela, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jose Valenzuela just beat Pitbull Cruz. If he keeps sitting on the ropes here, Ceglia, he's gone at some point. Like he can't just keep absorbing body shots on the ropes.
No, honestly, I think the ref will just say, "Nah, you've took enough for me." Even though he's not taking concussive punches, he's taking too many and not offering much back. Look, just riding them. That's not.
I agree, Dan. Yeah, Lowe always gets on the Fury cards.
Is what it is, though. That is his cousin. Yeah. I'd do it. We'd all do it. It's not fair, but boxing's not fair. It never has been. It's about who you know, what you can offer them. It's that simple.
Very true.
I think Jose Burton as well. He's had a few fights, hasn't he? As he boxed on Fury undercards.
Whatever happened to Jose Burton? He was.
He went to Cruiser, didn't he, and got stopped.
Frank Guglielmi annihilated him, didn't he, in one of the fights? There's a name for you, Frank Guglielmi.
I saw him through as an amateur. So when my brother was in the stable with John Murray was the European British. He was the man at the time. They were tapping him at Emir Khan. Jose and his brother Orfe were coming through as amateurs. At the time, they were only young. In fact, I remember William Crawler coming into the gym. He must have been about 7 and going on pads. He was a kid. Because Crawler was not the Crawler we know now. He was a prospect.
Yeah. But, definitely.
And I think he went up to Cruiser as well, didn't he, and got stopped. And
he did. Yeah. Just another round, Jay. More the same. We're probably filling the rounds a little bit more here because Noakes is all over him. In fairness, like Noakes is doing what he can, but this is just a case of can Sam Noakes stop him? Ceglia's showing no ambition. There's no. We've just hit the halfway point. David says Valenzuela going to fight Ryan next. From what I hear, well, I like that fight too. Obviously, you'd have to wait till April for that. Tank's going to have this fight on the 2nd of November, isn't he? So let's see what happens with that. I think they've reserved the T-Mobile Arena, have they, for that one or something?
Well, that's the reports that I'm reading. But there's
so I don't know who Tank's going to fight. I've been reading. It's been Jose Valenzuela, but again, might be waiting him out for Ryan. But back onto Noakes, it's 6-0 to Sam Noakes without no questions asked here. It's light work.
So it's now Dixon Harper, is it? Wednesday 28th, Sheffield. Bloody hell. I don't think that'll bloody happen the way that card is.
Yeah, well, that card is cursed completely. So.
Cursed, man. I'm not expecting Hope to happen in Sheffield on 28th of September.
Yeah, they've moved the whole card, haven't they? So it's the full card now, minus Fisher against Rudenko.
It's just not meant to be. They'd have been better off just scrapping it and making a fresh card with them too.
Yeah. Ali, round 7 yet, so the halfway point of the fight now.
I'm pissed at Ceglia, to be fair. I thought he had more left. I know it's gone further than I anticipated, but not as I anticipated.
Is it just a case of it's a moral victory if he lasts the 12? Is it one of them jobs? Is it?
Yeah, he's done his job. He'll get another fight off someone. He hasn't been stopped. But I'm disappointed in his lack of determination to win. I thought to try winning it in whether he changed his mind after about 10 seconds, but he's done naught but back up. Look, he's just sitting on the ropes. I mean,
sorry, David, the fight is still going on, yeah.
I get
to be fair, Noakes is ripping body shots, and he really is. Again, like Ceglia's just sat there on the ropes absorbing punishment, but I don't know, like Noakes is a big puncher and he's a big guy. Yeah. But Ceglia might just be incredibly.
I think he's being cute. He's not really being caught with anything.
It's mad at you, Brits, if this fight goes 12. Yeah, do you know, I'm nowhere near as confident as I was a minute ago about this one going 12. Ceglia, Ali says Ceglia looks extremely tired with his fights. Frank
Okagawa. Okay, yeah, I can't even.
To be fair though, this fight here has not been fight for a massive pace.
He looked tired for round sort of 2 and 3.
You'd think that these body shots are going to take their toll on Ceglia at some point because he's
got a big lump on his forehead where he's taking cracks. But
yeah, if I were to lose this money, I wouldn't lose all my money betting, but still, yeah.
I'm gutted we can't.
Yeah, Noakes with a little nick, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Dan saying head clash.
Yeah. That's why he's got that lump on his forehead then.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Noakes happy to get the rounds in?
I don't know because, like you said,
because I don't know. Let's just play devil's advocate here and say that this one does go 12. And I know Ceglia's only been stopped once in previous fights. But you know, the last fight, Mendy's very tough, so you can't really look too much into that one. I don't think he's ever been stopped. And then you've got Ceglia, who's only been stopped once, so you could be picking bones here. But you know, is his power going to carry up the levels? No, I guess that's a question to be asking. Liam's at ringside, obviously scoring it 7-0, and he says that Ceglia's corner should be looking at pulling him out. So
I think it will.
It did look a little bit distressing, the conversations that were being had in that Ceglia corner, just so maybe it is a consideration. I don't know. I don't think we're at that stage yet, to be honest with you. I think we're a little bit. He's not been knocked down. He's not been visibly hurt or anything like that. You know, yeah, he's taken a bit of a slacking. Jesse Sanchez, thanks for joining us. We are entering the 8th round of this fight now, scheduled for 12. Hawkan, Canada Medical Marine is a great venue in Sheffield and perfect for the Dixon versus Harp card. Yeah, I think you're going, aren't you, Hawkan? So enjoy that one.
Did I not
Jay, I'll leave you to that one. I know your Spanish is on point.
See. Dos beer, por favor. I think I said that there should have
been
been
round 12. I've got the last two words covered, round 12, and then you can cover the rest.
Yeah. Luta impressive.
That's all right, don't worry.
Yeah. What impression have you got the fight going 12 rounds, it said?
Yeah. At the minute, if I had to make I'm genuinely 50-50 right now, whether this goes 12 and there's 5 rounds left. Well, 4.5 rounds left. Noakes seems more patient, seemed winded versus Mendy. Yeah, fair enough. He's working on his tempo, which needed to fight the top 10. Yeah, he needs the rounds, definitely. Can't just knock everybody out. David said this guy was stopped by Yigit, who's trash. It should be a layup. Pardon his language.
We don't do layup. We don't know about basketball.
To be fair, I think Anthony Yigit was okay back in the day. You know, world title challenger. Only just retired, actually. Again, though, like Ceglia sat on the ropes, and I feel like Noakes could be doing a little bit more here.
Has Noakes put a bit too much into it first 3 or 4, and he's holding a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, he's catching him now, but
that uppercut's there for Sam Noakes, by the way. I think through that guard, I think he's trying to time it, isn't he? But
yeah, Ceglia is starting to look a bit.
Yeah, I agree, David. Yeah, Yigit isn't a big puncher, most definitely. I don't know how he stopped him. I don't know if it was accumulation or what, but it's Tony Bellew's always very vocal about this. You know, he goes, if you're a world level fighter and you go in a fight not to get knocked out, you won't get knocked out. You know, a lot of knockouts come from fighters showing ambition and leaving themselves there to be hit. If you're a world class fighter and you're going in there just to not get knocked out, it's very, very tough to get knocked out. Tony Bellew always used to say that, and he's a lot more knowledgeable than myself, so I'll take Tony's word for it.
Oh, what's she saying? No mas. Dos. Oh no, my Italian's not what it used to be. My Italian, it's gonna stop it. Watch. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Just watch.
Pulling him out. He's broke his eye socket. Oh, that's what he's saying. It's done. Is it?
It doesn't look good. Whatever's. Yeah, Dan's saying they're gonna. Dan's saying they're gonna pull him.
Yeah. 2 fights.
Yeah, that's it.
10. Fight right, man.
Yeah, there you go, David.
What's the deal, David?
Hang on a minute. Did I say 7 or 8?
You said 7 or 8. I don't think you said either, pal.
Yeah. Well, I'm claiming a moral victory on that. You can.
I don't know where my head is. I thought it was around 10. I swear to God, I thought it was around 10.
No. Yes. There we go. Yeah, David can relax a little bit now, which is good.
You can tell us you're a worry what, David.
Yeah. You did great in the amateurs. He's a volume striker. Main reason he's able to stop. Yeah, definitely. Jabbit, I knew I did. Thank you very much. I'm going to watch this back later and realize how much of a good prediction that I had. Jesse, the 8 it finished. No, the 8th round completed, didn't it? So it goes down as an 8th round stoppage because the 9th didn't start. So it's round 8, isn't it?
Stoppage, yeah.
Yeah, but he offered nothing there, Ceglia.
He did what he could. He did what he could, and if he's busted his eye socket, then that's an accumulation of damage, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, Ali. Appreciate that, mate. That's very kind of you.
I don't think Mark Chamberlain's going to be quaking in his boots, but, you know, Noakes did what he could with an opponent that came here to cover up and, like you said, maybe claim a moral victory, taking him 12 rounds. I'm disappointed, but look at his eye, man. He's definitely done.
Yeah, his eye was gone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Ali. Appreciate it. Yeah, Stan definitely Noakes was using that. I'd imagine to put some new techniques and some whatever it is. But again, he gets a KO over a guy that had only been stopped once previously. So you can't really knock him, I guess. Can you? Invested in that body and chewed him up to the head as well. Oh, we've got Liam from your call. How are we doing, mate?
Well, that's
a win for Sam Noakes.
Hold on a second, lads. Can't hear anything.
Yeah. Yes. E. Alves yet finished victory for Sam Noakes. We've got Liam just leaving the York Hall now, joining us.
Try not to fall over.
All good, mate?
Yo, there we go, boys. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
now. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What do we think then, mate?
Dominant. Noakes won every second of every round. He was in complete control. The body shots were hurting him from the second, third round. He was picking them up with the uppercut. He was doing what he wanted, really.
Yeah, the body shots definitely. He made them count, didn't he? Ceglia was just sat on the ropes, and just he didn't offer anything really. Ceglia, did he? Let's be honest.
No, he didn't offer anything.
What was the atmosphere like in there, Liam?
Quite a few people left during that main event. It was probably about third full from what it was at the start of the night.
Shit. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it was a pro Abdullah crowd, wasn't it?
Mate, it was very, very heavy Abdullah. As soon as his fight finished, the whole 4 rows in front of me emptied, so I was able to get a bit closer to where I was.
Fans, eh? Good old boxing fans.
Mate, it was the same after the Stephen Kearns fight as well. A load of Irish. There was 20 or 30 Irish fans going absolutely potty. As soon as his fight finished, they left as well. So, yeah,
has it been a good show though in general? Have you enjoyed your night?
Yeah, it was a good night. A couple of I would have liked to have seen a finish in the mains in the chief support. I thought Abdullah was going to go for it, especially in the first half of the fight. But fair play to Stuart. He came back in 7, 8, and 9. I actually gave him on my scorecards. He came back into that fight nicely, and Abdullah's corner was reading him the riot act at the end of every round from 7 onwards. I don't know what I couldn't quite hear. I'm not sure if it was his cardio. I'm not sure if he wasn't doing what the game plan was, but they were reading him the riot act, and even when the fight was finished, they weren't happy with him.
Yeah, he was backing off. I think he hit a brick wall and he backed off till he got his second win, and I don't think they like that.
What? Go on, Liam. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
No, I was going to agree with you, mate. And that second win didn't come till the 12th rounds, and by then, you've won the fight, and what you pour it on in the last 30 seconds, you're almost leaving it too late to get the stoppage at that point, aren't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, what do we think is next for Sam Noakes?
I'd like to say Mark Chamberlain, but we know the direction that Turkey wants to move Chamberlain.
He's taking in that WBO route, isn't he, Dennis Baranchik? Or I think if he beats it's Padley, isn't it? He's fighting on the Wembley card.
Yeah, it's Padley.
The fight's finished. Ida Alves. Yes, he's got the stoppage at the end of the 8th round. Corner pulled Ceglia out. Sorry, Liam, carry on.
No, I mean, it depends what Noakes wants to do. He's fought 3 times in the last 7.5 months. If you want to have a bit of a break, see what Chamberlain does if he's going out again in November and then they fight first half of next year, I wouldn't be too against that. I mean, he's just fought this was his mandatory. Secular was his mandatory tonight, so he's not going to have anything ordered with the EBU. So if Frank doesn't want to look to push him on towards world honours, I wouldn't be surprised to see him have a break the second half of this year. He's been very active the last 12, 18 months and see what comes with Chamberlain, because Uncle Frank will give him the first voluntary for Chamberlain if he does pick up the WBO.
Oh yeah, for sure. That WBO will stay well within Queensbury.
And if Chamberlain does lose the WBO, then he's got Noakes for the European. So it's kind of a win-win for them both.
Yeah, definitely. David said he still needs Shushu to win his next fight to carry on. His bet he had before, but anyway, he won that. Yeah, I think I agree with what you said there, Liam. I think Noakes probably will sit out for a little while now and wait to see what happens. Whether he starts fighting on the Riyadh season Saudi cards, I guess we'll see. I'll say he's the fringe world level. He's European champion, so he's probably going to be looking at world level fights very soon. He'll have a high world ranking, won't he?
Yeah. He's 14-0 now with 13 stoppages. Mendy's the only person that's gone 12 rounds with him.
Mendy's unstoppable.
And Mendy, he was fighting like he did tonight, throwing the same shots, but Mendy's a tough bastard, as we've seen on numerous occasions, and he just couldn't get him out of there.
Mendy's not going anywhere.
But mate, there's no harm with going 12 rounds with a like of Mendy, because when he gets to world level, he's not going to have it all his own way. He's going to have to overcome things in fights. And tonight, in one regard, was a step back from the Mendy fight, because Secular offered so little, he couldn't even cope with Noakes leaning up against him when he was right on top of the ropes in front of me.
It was ducking down.
mate, he was sagging. His knees just went from any pressure that came on from Noakes, so he just had nothing there to give him. He's probably had harder spars during training camps. He looked pretty he looked pretty nonplussed at the end of the 8th round. His biggest annoyance was the fact he kept getting his head pulled down. He was back of his head. He kept having the back of his head pulled down by the forearm. That seemed to be the thing that was annoying him most at the end of that fight, as opposed to any punches he took.
Mm-hmm. Big up, Carl Ellis. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate it. Have a great. Jesus loves us all. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good Friday evening. Anything else to cover off the show, Liam, before we wrap things up? What was the best fight? Anyone stood out for you?
Chief Support was a good fight. I did enjoy that. I just want to check the name of one fight here, just so I get it right. The 4 rounds between Charlie Hickford and Awagi Martinez, that was just 4 rounds of both of them swinging for the fences. Jay, I'm not sure if you caught it.
Yeah, did.
It was only his 3rd fight. I had a load of his friends and family in front of me who were good crack, but it was literally just 4 rounds of 2 lads leaving it all out there, and then they walked off to the medical room arm in arm. Quite happy.
Love to see that.
Fantastic. Stephen Kearns impressed me again. He's been unlucky with injuries. So good to see Dave Caldwell progressing him. Hopefully, I believe the plan is to get him out twice more before the end of the year. So be good to see him push on for British title level next year. And other than that, I'm just impressed with Noakes. Noakes was fantastic. He was everything I thought he would be, having watched him on TV.
I love Sam Noakes. I think he's got such a big future in the sport. Sorry, while we carry on, Liam, big up Luca, subscriber who tunes into all the content, loving all the content, lads. Thank you, Luca. Appreciate that, mate. He said Chief Support was a good fight. Glad Stewart didn't get stopped. Yeah, absolutely. And then Lucas said, I agree with Dan, and Dan's put, I don't want to sound like a brat. We were having this conversation earlier, but I don't like
reading my DMs to the boys.
Yeah, we had this conversation about 2 hours ago.
Uncle Frank, give me a job. I'm a better MC than Dev. I've never done it in my life, but I can do it.
Boys, you wouldn't have heard it because you were on the live stream by that point, but here's call just before he announced the fights for the main event, like his Michael Buffer, David Diamante thing was horrendous. I was cringing into my seat at that point. I couldn't. He's fantastic on the interviews, and I get why they use him for shows like this because he's Queensbury's lapdog, so they don't have to pay him any money, and it's cheaper to get.
Yeah, he's on the payroll anyway, so it's
But bloody hell, please give us.
He just tries too hard. He's trying to find his brand in here, and he just tries too hard instead of just introducing the fighters and crack on his.
I do rate how much the company man Dev Sarni is, though, to be fair. Like, he's a proper company man.
Oh, bring back Craig Stevenson for cards like this. The Scottish promoter that you see the match cards.
He was great. He was
actually a good promoter. Anyway, lads, I need to dash and make my trade home, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, all good, mate. We're gonna wrap anyway. Cheers, Liam, for joining us, mate.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Have a good one, boys.
In a bit.
See ya.
Yeah, guys, we'll probably leave it there now because we're getting towards 11:30. The boys need some beauty sleep. But thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody who joined us. Just reading the list here. Thanks, Luca, Dan, Carl, David, E. Alves, Ali, Jesse Sanchez, Jabbit. Who else? Horkan, thank you very much. Jesse Sanchez.
Luca.
Yeah, Luca Jams Bots in chat as well joined us. Katie Barrett joined us. Some regulars and some new absolute boxing. Yeah, everybody
thank you.
Who joined us again for tonight. Appreciate it. Make sure you go and follow Jay's Fight Talk at Jay's Fight Talk on X and subscribe to the Jay's Fight Talk YouTube channel for great content as always. We'll be back on Wednesday this week. No punches pulled. 7:30 p.m. We'll discuss the fights from the weekend. Obviously, we'll be previewing Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga. That'll be taking place next Saturday. We're on the streak of the big fights now. Canelo followed by AJ Dubois the week after. So lots to come. We'll probably be doing something on the Friday evening as well before the Canelo. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. All the nice comments, everyone tuning in to the content. We really enjoyed doing it. So massive thanks to everyone for tuning in. Jay, I'll give you the last word, mate.
Just everything he said that way. Just like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the interaction, all the comments. We appreciate everybody that supports our independent channels, the No Punches pulled podcast that we do as a trio. So yeah, just keep it coming, guys. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you all soon.
Yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.